Hello, welcome back to Tarot ASMR. Today we're actually going to do an Oracle deck review. I use the term review loosely. All the decks you'll see me review are ones that I own and probably use frequently because I already really love them. But I'll show you some decks I have, and you can decide if you'd like them as well. Or you can just enjoy the sleepy sounds, take a nap, relax. Today we're going to look at the Starseed Oracle, a 53 card deck and guidebook by Rebecca Campbell with artwork by Danielle Noel. If you watched my first video, you know that Oracle decks do not follow the same rules as tarot. The creators have a lot more freedom. Many Oracle decks have 50 or so cards in them, but there is not a standard. Have you always had a longing for a home without really knowing what that meant? If so, you could be a starseed soul. This activating oracle will help you to unlock your soul gifts, connect with your cosmic origins, and remember who you truly are. Activate your cosmic energy. Come home to your soul. That makes nice sound. Guidebook and the deck. The Starseed Oracle is a sacred collaboration between Rebecca Campbell, best-selling author of Light is the New Black and Rise Sister Rise, and creator of the Work Your Light Oracle, and Danielle Noel, visual artist, creator of the renowned The Star Child Tarot and the Moon Child Tarot, and illustrator of the Work Your Light Oracle. There are their websites if you're interested. The guidebook has a picture with each card, description of the meaning, and either a starseed activation, like an affirmation, or a soul inquiry with questions you can ask yourself. These are great journaling prompts. So let's take a look. I really love in this deck that the cards are listed alphabetically. So if you want to look in the guidebook, It's easy to find the page that they're on. The Starseed Oracle is for starseeds, souls who have a longing for all that's mysterious and unknown. A starseed is an old soul, someone whose soul has experienced places other than Earth. What is a starseed? Starseeds are souls who haven't only incarnated on Earth. It's believed by some that the unconscious ways in which humans have been living on Earth, war, terrorism, separation, killing, disrespecting nature and animals, led the planet to send out a call to the cosmos, and waves of starseed souls answered. Starseeds saw incarnating on Earth as a great adventure, an opportunity for individual growth, and an act of service for the collective. Others believe that deep down, we are all starseeds. There's an attunement you can use to begin a reading if you want to. You don't have to. And if you have these cards, you can use them how you feel. Give you some basic steps to starting a reading. That you should definitely find a sacred space to begin. Shuffle and connect with your cards. They give a suggestion for how to divide them and spread them out and select them. But again, you can choose your own way as well, that's fine. They recommend to split the cards into 3 piles and then gather them back into 1 pile in any order. Spread the cards out in front of you. You're now ready to select your cards. You should select the cards that you feel drawn to. You can even use the box. To put your cards and display them. They give examples of 1 card spreads, 2 card spread, 3, 1, 2, 3. And a 5 card star origin spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 card spread. Heaven, heart, earth, heart. So if you're not sure to start, you can use any of the spreads that they recommend as a starting point. And then we reach the card meanings. So let's take a look. You can shuffle the cards however you are comfortable. You can do a classic shuffle. I'm going to do a nice, slow, relaxed shuffle. As not to make any abrupt sounds. Let's go ahead and follow the recommendation to make 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to pick them back up in a different order. There's beautiful artwork on these cards. And we see the theme of the triangle throughout this deck. So now, let's spread the cards out. Give ourselves some space. And let's choose some cards. So we'll do a little reading for the collective to kind of take a look at these. Our first card is Water Your Garden, Nourishment, Body Care, Tenderness, Rest. Take a moment to look at the card and the imagery on it. Think about what it makes you feel. And we're going to use our guidebook. Again, one thing I love about this deck is everything is in alphabetical order. So they're very easy to find. Earth is a seasonal planet, and as such, you're a seasonal being, cyclic. You can't be on and in full bloom month after month, day after day after day. You're strongly being called to put on the brakes, rest and refuel, to take a moment to restock and replenish and slow right on down. How are you being called to put on the brakes? To rest, restore, and rejuvenate. When was the last time you took a holiday or had a full weekend, day, or afternoon off? Look after your precious body and mind. Give yourself enough time to recover when you find yourself running on your reserves. There is enough time. Life will bend toward you when you do. And the soul inquiry. What is your body yearning for? Would be a good journal reflection question. So let's pull another card. The Blue Flame. Spontaneous awakening. Activation. Integration time. The imagery. Let's check our guidebook. This is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. If you're in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends. Treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. Starseed activation. Again, these are kind of like affirmations. I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that's right for me. I take things slowly and integrate my experience each and every day. Let's pull one more card. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Take a closer look. Let's look at our guidebook. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the remembering and gifts can come flooding back. Starseed activations. I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. The guidebook is an excellent resource if you want the journaling prompts, the questions, to read about the meaning behind each card. But if you choose to read without a guidebook, you can just use the imagery and some of the phrases on the cards. So looking at this reading, we need to all take care of ourselves. Remember that you're no good to anyone else or this world if you can't first take care of yourself. When you are feeling nourished and rested, that's when you can activate that awakening within you. And remember that you have done this before, and you have within you what you need, the memories and the skills to do whatever you need to in this life. So that's just an example of how I might tie together this reading. Let's flip over and just take a look at some more of the cards. Again, they have beautiful imagery. Gorgeous colors. So if you feel a connection with the images and meanings in these cards, this might be a good deck for you to try. Again, this is not a tarot deck. This is an oracle deck. But remember, it does come with its own guidebook. So you don't need to know any meanings behind any of these to get started with an oracle deck. We have a beautiful case with the theme of the triangle. Starseed Oracle. just end with some sleepy tapping and scraping sounds. Thanks for watching.